Oh my goodness! Hello everybody, it is I, the Dimple Wizard. Oh my goodness! Hello everybody, it is I, the Dimple Wizard. Okay, I've got it sorted. I have myself on another monitor so I can make sure it's all good. But I'm finally back after literally almost a year. I could explain. I have so much to tell you. I'm so excited to be here. This is so exciting. So, if you don't know who I am the Dimple Wizard. I have a hat typically, but this is my first video back after a very long break. And I have so much to tell you because, goodness gracious, a lot has changed. I'm in a totally different environment again. I've moved. In fact, allow me to tell you a tale from my magical book. So if you don't know what I'm all about, I love making art. And I used to do streams that were like they entirely focused on like playing video games and things. I like to draw sometimes. But now I want to entirely focus on drawing. Like 99% drawing, 1% other stuff. I have a dream, and I'm going to tell you guys my dream. My dream is to basically make art for people for a living. And it's a really exciting one because I have a lot of deep reasons why I've wanted to do it. I've had a long time to think about this, okay? So let's get into my little story here and what happened. Why was I gone for basically almost a year? All right. If you're wondering how I got this, it was from a friend. And inside this beautiful book, I have a sticky note with my answer, because I'm afraid to write in the book. So, what happened was, a short while ago, I officially moved, which was huge because moving is hard. I have so many things to advise you on. I've done a lot of research on the process, as you can imagine, as I've done it. But I really want to not only draw on things, but I also want to provide a little bit of advice out there because, low-key, I was doing a lot of trial by error and figuring out how to do everything. You know, adulting 101. Furthermore, I got a new job. And I have so many stories about what I did before. Now that I'm gone, I can finally talk real about it. Especially since I know some of you out there who are watching me may not have had a job before. Maybe some of you want a story to relate to. And it was something. But we'll get to that later. I've got tea. I've also acquired a new skill. Driving. Very fast. I needed it for my new job. So yeah, basically, I have missed this so much. I really have. I didn't do absolutely nothing relating to the Dimple Wizard brand. I'm very, very pleased to say I've actually made this an official business. Like, I'm going all in, basically. You may have noticed the camera quality is nicer if you look at my last video compared to now. I've changed it a lot. I've invested. In fact, the whole thing I'm kind of doing right now is I have a regular job, but this is my passion. I've always wanted to see like my friends or even like bits of myself more in media, be that in video games or art or just general like TV, things like that, animations especially. And I'm just gonna say off the bat, this is a very inclusive place. I don't care who you are, I'm happy to draw for you. I want people to feel like they're represented and they're seen. So what you're gonna see is, over the course of like the next month, I'll be doing a bunch of art streams. We'll be doing speed paints and things. I'll tell you fun stories and stuff. And my hope is that in November, I'll finally be able to open up for commissions. It's been a lot in the process. I've made a whole website. I I've revamped my social medias a bit. We're gonna be posting regularly on those. So we'll have a lot of content coming out very shortly here. So I'm very excited. This has all been months of preparation and learning skills, things that apply to my day-to-day life now. So I'm very, very excited to finally be back. There's been so many things I've been wanting to talk about, and so many times I've just wanted to turn on the camera and talk. And could I have done that? Sure. But I like to do things with everything being like sorted in a certain way. So we're just finally at that point. Learning how to do all these different things, like all these skills, like driving and things like that. It took a lot of time because I was kind of in a rush to figure it all out. So, basically, where am I now? Well, like I said, we're basically at the point of I can stream. I can do art online for you all to see. Honestly, I didn't need the big book. I'm just trying to be silly and cutesy and things. But I have so much to say. If you're wondering how Calamity the cat is, she's doing very well. I was kind of hoping that she would join us on stream today. But I don't think she would like to. She's probably out taking a nap. She has a new thing that she likes doing. In fact, if you guys don't know, or if you don't remember, I was actually in the middle of a stream. I was playing Legend of Zelda. I think Breath of the Wild. Actually, no, it was Tears of the Kingdom. No, it may have actually been Breath of the Wild because I got Calamity during a stream. I was basically gone for an hour as I found out that, you know, my roommates and I now had a cat to deal with. So we started dealing with it. I came back and I was like, guys, we have a cat now. Bye! And I hung up. And eventually I got to show you guys a little bit of her. So she'll probably be here quite often. I'm hopeful to get a second camera just so I can have a cat cam. So if there's any motivation to subscribe, that's probably the biggest one. If we get enough subscribing, you know, going on for that, my cat will get a camera. And if she's very good and sits still, which she probably will depending on where we put the camera. If it's by her food dispenser, I'd love to have it focused just on her. Now, what types of things do I like to draw? What's the whole deal? Why am I a wizard? Because everything's whimsical. I want to be a magical little guy that goes out there and creates magic and whimsicality and things like that for you all to enjoy. I want everybody to see the magic in themselves because I think everybody has something special to offer the world and everybody has a dream. Everybody has hopes, you know, wishes, love to give. And I want to show that off with my art skills. In fact, it's kind of funny. It's basically practically been a year. When I was last drawing, I was like experimenting with new styles and things. But since then, I've been experimenting with different mediums. My sweet, sweet partner has gotten me a whole set of markers. He is such a sweetheart for that. And I have been delighted to just draw and doodle and things again. Maybe sometime I'll even show you things because I'm really excited to say I have lore. I want to make a whole story around like the Dimple Wizard character and the Dimple Wizard story. So yeah, I basically, like, the little short of it is I'm very small, a very small wizard, the size of a dimple. And the idea is I could do creative magic and things, but I want there to be a bunch of wizards. And especially if you're like a member of the audience, something fun I want to do is like draw you guys as wizards too. So a bunch of fun little things like that. You know, I like having magic in the brand. You'll probably see like I have like my old splash screens and things like that. I just love elements of magic. I think it's fun. You know, I grew up playing a lot of video games, and a lot of the ones I liked were whimsical and things like that. A lot of Nintendo and stuff. Legend of Zelda is a huge inspiration for me. But where the Dimple Wizard name came from was actually from a friend of mine from many, many years ago. And it's just because I have dimples. We were all wizards in my little friend group, and I was the Dimple Wizard. And I just always liked that name. I made it my handle and like everything, and I just stuck. I loved it. And I'm really excited to develop a whole world around that. I don't know how everything's gonna go, but I'm just excited to try. I'm excited to be doing this again. So much in my life has changed. The world has changed greatly. And I have plenty of things to talk about with that. But despite it all, I'm just very happy to be here again, because I cannot express enough how much I've missed this, how much I've missed creating content. And I feel like now more than ever, it is more important to have a voice out there and to say things and to do things. And if there's anything I could do to either, brighten somebody's day, make something cute to post online for someone to get like a little happy seeing, or, just helping people find their voice, getting inspired to be creative too. I would love to have streams where I'm just drawing and you guys draw with me. I have a Discord server too. Links are everywhere. Links are down below. Links are up above. All the links. If I could edit magically right now, I would. Just say links everywhere. But I'd love to have like a community where we're all talking about art, and sharing each other's, creations and things, and getting inspired and learning things too. I think it's a lot of fun. I think now, especially more than ever, it's pretty cool to have a community like that, and to find people who enjoy the things that you enjoy. And I want to create a fun space for that. One of my super far away dreams that I'm starting to think, like, how can I actually make this happen, is I would love to make like a physical place where people can come together and make art. But that's all down the stack, as they say. But it's just something I thought would be cool. But right now, the main focus is I want to draw for you again. So you can look forward to videos like that coming out fairly often. I'm thinking of doing streams on like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but there's probably going to be even more to come. I'm going to take the things that I post here and I'll distill them down to like, social media posts so you can see that stuff too. So if you guys have something you want to see me draw, or requests for things to see on stream, please don't be shy. Do not hesitate to say something. Even if you're watching, the chat, and you're in the chat, if you have something that you want me to draw, I don't mind doing that. We'll kind of make it all work as we go. I'm very excited about being back. I'm so excited to be here again. This isn't going to be a very long stream. It's basically just an update and a hello, and a little introduction, and a little bit of the plan. In terms of like what kinds of content I'm going to be, creating, my first big project that I'm going to be doing on stream is I'm going to be making an animation about basically who the Dimple Wizard is. So stay tuned to see that whole process, because my desire this whole time has been like, I want to animate this stuff. I really want to show off like my little designs and things, and have everybody see, what I kind of do. Because I'm going to be doing commissions. And I thought a great way to show off my style and what I like to do would be to have a fun animated video. Again, no matter what, at least in November, if not sooner, my commissions are going to open up. So if you like what you see, don't be shy to make a request. All that information is going to be on my website, things like that. So you can find all that later. But yeah, this is such a big ad. I don't like that. But let me tell you the stories. Let me tell you a story now. So moving. Oh my goodness. It was horrible. The whole I'm still not moved in. I've been at my place for probably like 2 months now. I'm still not moved, actually close to 3. My goodness. It's October. Whoa. It was a huge process. A pain, at the very least to say. But I think it went as well as it possibly could have gone. in terms of just like, you know, actually getting everything to the next spot. That was tough. Especially at the time I couldn't drive yet. So I was very reliant on my sweet boyfriend to to drive me everywhere and take things with his van. So that's been fun. Literally, I had probably a whole month of not even having a desk. Kind of one of the let me just say, behind the scenes, I was hoping to get back into streaming and everything 2 months ago. The initial plan was, okay, once I move, it'll be easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll just, you know, hook up my computer and start streaming again. I just didn't have my desk, and I had boxes on my desk, and the room was messy, I had boxes everywhere. I was starting a new job. I was just dead. Okay. And also, let me just say, to all of you out there, oh boy, finding a job in this economy, tough. It is tough. Please do not feel bad to share any of those stories. We've all been in the trenches, and we shall all find community together in this world. But yeah, it's I love what I do now. My old job, I did not love it after a certain point, and I'm very excited to share that story because oh my goodness, I felt like I couldn't say anything. And how much I could say, I don't even know. But let me just say this: if you go anywhere for fun, like an event, like a museum or something like that, like anything, amusement parks, whatever, buy your tickets in advance, folks, okay? It's always cheaper than buying them at the gate. And you know, customer service is customer service. I if you think back to like if you grew up around when I did, I mean like the especially like the 2010s on YouTube, those animation YouTubers like Jane Animations or The Odd Ones Out, they talked a lot about like their experiences, especially The Odd Ones Out, with customer service. I feel like every animation YouTuber got like at least 4 videos from just their customer service experiences. And it's true. If you've never worked in customer service, it is an interesting one. But what I will also say is avoid food service like the plague. That is where all the scary stuff is. I was fortunate enough to not be in food service. I worked in kind of entertainment and photography. I was just like a picture taker for people. And that's probably as good as it gets for customer service. Just because, you know, you're not dealing with like the angry and upset customers, you know. You're dealing with people just trying to have a good time with their kids. But oh boy, the stories with that. Let me think what else. My new place is very lovely. I feel very happy to be there. I won't talk about that one too much because I'm still there. To privacy and all. But let's see, what else? So, about my new place, I love it. It's delightful. Moving was a process. Everywhere's expensive. It's terrible. Yeah. But that's nothing new. You guys are probably familiar with that. What do I want to draw? That's a good question. I want to draw magical things and wizards. Lots of wizards. I've been drawing like so much concept art for wizards. I also love, like, one of my favorite shows is Steven Universe. I love drawing, you know, Steven Universe things and things like that. Nintendo stuff. Oh my goodness, anything Nintendo. That's what I want to draw. I want to draw cute, fun things like that. And also, I love exploring like new things to draw, new styles. So pretty please, if you have something in the chat that you want me to draw, again, do not be shy to ask. If I can, I will. Oh, and speaking of the whole moving thing, I've been so cheesed today. Let me tell you why. I'm over here thinking, oh boy, I'm gonna draw on stream today. I cannot draw for you today because I have to find my iPad. I've used it since I've been here and I don't know where it is, but I've just gotten like a huge influx of new boxes to sort. So as you can imagine, it's a messy, long process. I mean, some people never really move in. There's always a box left unpacked. But my place is very tiny, so I should be able to find it before the next stream. That's the goal. Literally, after this, I'm gonna go look for it. Because I'm very tired of that. Let me see. I do have a little bit of art next to me, actually. I'm debating showing you because I'm a little shy. But I'm going to. It's when I'm at work and I have free time, I'll do a little bit of doodling. And it's typically like during my lunch break or something. Because again, my boyfriend got me like all these markers and things. So I'm just going to show it off. It's a Steven Universe drawing. If you've seen the Mario movie, you might know the Peaches song. It was quite an internet meme. And I did that with the Pearl and Rose Quartz from the show. So and here's just like a little bit of like in real life art I did just for fun. Woo. I just enjoy the process. It feels good to use markers and things because for so long, like my entire time in college, I was stuck on the iPad, and because I didn't have money, I could not afford to like get drawing materials, and I felt so scared of like wasting precious things like that. And now I feel just more comfortable. I've gotten a lot more confident. Electron, hello. Oh, I don't even have the chat popping up on screen. It's been so long. My goodness. Let me see if I can. I'll just do the face cam for now. But Electron is back, everybody. I'm so excited to see you again. I don't know how long you've been here, but basically, I'm back. I've made this into a business now, and I'm really looking forward to making content and doing animations and drawing. So yeah, just welcome to the stream. It's not going to be a very long one today because I have to figure out more things. But basically, I'm going to be doing commissions. I'm going to be doing the whole shaboodle, the whole shebang. I've got a big old wizard prop here. I still have my hat. If you ever watched me before, you might remember I had like a giant wizard hat that my wonderful roommate made for me. It was a really worthwhile commission, I thought, because it was so cool to ask for like something I've drawn to be made into a real thing, and that's something I would love to just dive into, mainly with plushies. One of my other little tiny dreams is I want to turn my cat into a marketable plushie. Just for fun. Really just for me. But I know everybody likes a cat plushie, so if I can make it a cute thing, that might be something down the line. Like, we have all sorts of goals here. I'm just really excited to be back. I've just missed this so much. I cannot express to you how much I've missed just like actually having this go on. I've got and look, I've got this little wizard frog. And guess what? Wait. Oop. It squeaks because it's an angry frog. I still have so many plushies. That's like the majority of the things that I've moved. I want to make my background really cute. I'm still in the process of that. It's just my room right now, so we'll fix it eventually. I've got a bunch of cute lights. I'm still working on putting up shelves. Like, we're still in the process. Yes, Electron frog. I've also got this cute little guy here too. A blueberry. It's a blueberry. I love it. It's a bear, but it's a fruit as well. Something I've been enjoying doing is drawing myself as a blueberry for fun. Because like if I get mad, I get small, like that just. That's something I think that I could do something fun with. Yes, you got it. It is blueberry. Yes. I have a lot of silly little things like that. If you guys remember, if you watched me before, you might remember that like I had like a little donation thing where you could like use like the beans in the chat, because other people call them channel points. They're my beans, my magic beans. And if you watch the streams live, and I would show off like little trinkets and little guys that I just had on my desk, because I always have so many little guys on my desk. And I'm very excited to bring that back. Oh my goodness. I've got so many things that like over like the past year I've been collecting because I knew eventually I'd come back, and I wanted fun like little props and things to use because growing up the type of YouTube channels I enjoyed watching were very fun. Like like they always had like a lot of big sets and things. And I like their use of props and things, and even the creators I've watched today. Oh my goodness, Electron, no. I've been told to straighten up. I have to get a different chair. You might see like the scratches on this one. That's Calamity. That's how she says hi. I'm low-key attached to it just because it does have so much Calamity on it. Oh, there's a bean in the chat. Yeah, it's the cat. Clam. Well, I tried. I do call her Clam. Oh yeah, my camera. So let me tell you what camera I have, because I've spent so many hours researching like what things to get. And also I got like the new headphones because they're pink, like the favorite colors and such. But I have this thing called like the OBS Bot Meet 2 camera. It is this tiny. Oh my gosh. I forgot it has hand gestures. Go back. Oh no. Ooh. 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 I know it's like something like this. This new video is just gonna be Dimple plays with camera for 20 minutes. Whoa. Hold on. It has to do the thing again. Try again. Okay. Well, you can also like pick up. It's like this tiny little thing. There it goes, like that. Oh, come here. Do the thing again. Oh, I'm so going to. I just had so many ideas for how I'm gonna use this in my content. Be like, wizard powers, come closer. Oh, no? No? Okay, well, I tried. Go back. Back with you. I tried. I'll have to read the manual. It's a 2-hand pinch, like this. It's really cool. I can literally pick up this tiny little guy. Oh. Look at that. Oh, and I can like just tilt it like this, and it's portrait now. I don't know how that actually screws up the stream, perhaps, or something. We'll see. But it's so cool. I just thought it's a tiny little guy, and I love tiny little things. And it goes like, wow, yeah, it's got all that stuff. I've been recommending this camera to others, even though it won't focus right now, probably because I mess with it so much. It was actually very affordable too, so I thought, why not? Why not? If you're looking for a cool camera, that's the one I'm using right now. Because I know, at least like, I always remembered like seeing YouTubers talk about what equipment do you use. And literally, if you've ever thought about making content online, why not? At least for a first shot. Like, it's definitely nicer than the webcam I had before, which is just my computer. Oh my goodness. But yeah, for the mic I'm just using this little guy. I have no idea. Razer, I guess, is that thing. So that's kind of my equipment right now. Again, would love to get a second one of these little cameras just so I can have it watch Clam. That's my cat Calamity's nickname. Is she a calamity after all these years? No. She's actually like the sweetest cat. She's so sweet and fun. Every day she crawls up on top of me and makes biscuits. So hopefully we get to see some of her biscuit making action if she ever decides to show up on, on the streams. She has a new thing she's interested in though. It's sticking her paw into her food dispenser. That's what she does. Every day I come home, I'm like, oh, you poor neglected thing. and she'll have her bowl full of food, but because that's when I get home is at the time that she gets fed. She'll eat it all so fast, and then she'll complain that she hasn't been fed. And she does this in the morning, in the afternoon, if I'm home like on the weekends, and she'll do it at night. Every day, it's the same thing, as if I haven't learned. And sometimes what I'll do is like I'll lift up the top thing, because it's got like a part where you put the food in, and you lift it up, and she'll like stick her head in there for a second. I'll put the thing down, be like, you were fed. And what happens is like 1 or 2 pieces of like kibble pop out, and she'll eat that. I'm like, oh, you're getting rewarded. So yeah, sometimes she will get a piece out too. It's kind of hilarious, like the amount of effort for just like a little bit. My goodness. But she's doing well other than that. That's my silly cat story for today. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here because I have to find my iPad and sort out a bunch of other things. But if you go to my link tree, you'll find my website. It should be like the literal very top link. I used WordPress. I found it very helpful. You'll see like some of my commission things on there. I'll be going through Ko-fi, Coffee. I've seen it all. And I'll also be using Fiverr. If you remember, I make gift tubers and things like that. I use them a lot in my streams. And I'll probably be using them again soon. And yeah, my hope is I can make like a whole video like detailing all of these things. And you'll even see like basically what everything's gonna look like on there. So yeah, if you're interested, I have an email you can email me at. It's literally dimplewizardart@gmail.com. So you can say hi. You can send me a commission request. Again, they open up in November. So if you send me something now, I will say wait on that. But yeah, if you need help expressing yourself or coming up with an idea or something, feel free to talk to me, and that's what I'll be doing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my little welcome back video. I will be back on very soon, hopefully with an iPad, and we could do some art. I'm really excited to work out this animation. I want to just show off my whole process because I've been making animations a little bit like in my free time now, just really for myself. And now I've gained a lot of different skills and perspectives. If you're familiar with what I've done before, I've made animations, like full ones. They were kind of crazy. They took a lot of time. I kind of just get in the zone, and that will be like all I do. But I can't do it like that anymore. I have too much going on in my life now to just like do absolutely literally nothing else. But at the very least, I can show off the process, and we can slowly, at a reasonable, healthy pace, we can go through it together and have fun. Because that's another thing I'd love to talk about on streams, is just doing things in a healthy way. Because before, like when I said I had so many like sleepless nights where I would just animate because I felt like I had to get something done by a certain deadline, that was not a good thing to do. I was very invested in it, I'll give myself that, but I think you should probably take breaks and do other things too. And now I do that. Oh, I've also gotten into building Legos. So if you ever want to like watch me build Legos on a stream, or do like Lego sets like, you know, as a group, that'd be fun. I just love to do like fun creative things. I built like a giant tuxedo cat Lego. And it was very cute because Calamity is a tuxedo cat. So it was just, I have some very cute photos of Calamity being bewildered by that cute cat. Lego piece, Lego set. Oh, and like everybody ever. Oh, yes, a Lego stream Electron. But like everybody ever, right now I'm in like a huge Minecraft kick. So this is all basically going to be art. But if you guys want me to play like Minecraft or any video game, I do plan on having like one stream a week that might focus like on that type of thing, just for giggles and fun. And especially if we can like set up Mario Kart like tournaments and things, I'd love to do that. I just want to have like a bunch of fun and hang out with you guys. So let me know what you guys are all down for in the comments down below, or if you want to do any messaging on my Discord server, that's also in the links everywhere. So please get excited. We're all gonna have so much fun. We're gonna get all creative and things. But yeah, I hope you guys have a really nice day and a really nice night. I'm so excited to see everybody else too. Bye, Electron. Thank you for joining me live, and to everybody else who's joining me right now. Yeah, you guys have a lovely night, and I'll see you soon. Have a good evening. Goodbye.